So the next topic I wanted to talk about is Black Twitter was up in flames yesterday. Now, Black Twitter is basically the side of Twitter where all black people congregate and talk about certain topics. And the topic of yesterday was Duckie Thot and her boyfriend. Duckie, if you don't know about Duckie Thot, she's an Australian model. Her family is originally from South Sudan. You know, her sister is Nikki Thot. She was part of that YouTube channel, Nikki and Jamie, before her and her husband got divorced. And basically, you know, like, Duckie is the younger sister. I believe she's 24, turning 25 in October, I think. And she basically a video of her was posted with her boyfriend, and people saw that video and they basically went mad. Saw that video, they decided to do their investigations, you know, coming like this Scooby gang, you know, from you know Buffy the Vampire Slayer, they were called the Scooby Gang, and you know, from Scooby-Doo as well. That's how they were acting, doing the investigations, which nobody told them to do. Listen, if you got so much energy to do some investigations, why you don't go revive that TV show called A Haunting? Yeah, because all you do is waste your time on Twitter, but you could actually be doing something useful. Go search for Duppy instead of acting like a Duppy, you understand? They found out that this guy had just turned 21, and as I said, Duckie is 24, but I mean, they're still both in the early 20s, so it's not a big deal. And now they're accusing her of dating down, which is baffling to me. How on earth do you know that she's dating down when you don't really know the woman like that? Yeah, you don't know her personally, and you also don't know her boyfriend like that either. So it's not making us, and you don't even know from Adam what this man does, his occupation, but yet you just assume because of how he dresses, because he's black, that she's dating down. It all make no sense. So the main headhunter of this witch hunt is on Twitter, and her name on Twitter, which changes every few months, is basically, at the moment, it is Girl Goldenede. And she basically said, I rarely discuss celebs' black women's relationship because I think they're mostly a lost cause and it's not my problem. But someone sent me a DM about Duckie Thot, and I'm honestly not surprised. Why do you think black women are committed to dating down no matter what they are in life? To myself, the absolute audacity to be saying anything like that when, first of all, like I said, you don't know this man from Adam, and secondly, the comments were completely disgraceful. All these black women, like, I don't even know if they're black women behind these accounts, because the level of vitriol they were saying, some of these words I cannot even say them on camera, but let's just say the N-word was used frequently. They were also using colorist behaviors towards Duckie, such as saying about she's so dark white, this man can't possibly actually like her. Like, if you're a black woman and you claim that you are a pro-black woman account, why on earth would you say to Duckie that this man is not interested in her because she's dark skinned? Like, he can't possibly interested in her. The foolishness just kept on and on. Some more comments. Basically, some people saying to Duckie, when this guy cheats on you and uses you and leaves you, then you're gonna see it. And I'm thinking to myself, first of all, whoa, how did you get there? Like, I'm not understanding this whole dating down mentality when you don't even know this. When you don't even know this man from Adam, it don't make no sense. And secondly, to be using this anti-black vitriol towards a black woman when you claim to be a black woman behind these accounts, it don't even make no sense. It's not even so much what they were saying about her partner, but it was the level of hate that they were showing towards her for her choosing to have autonomy over who she chooses to date. This is the thing that they don't seem to understand. Black women have autonomy on who they choose to date. So you can open your mouth and you can complain all you want, but at the end of the day, a black woman who knows her own mind, who knows what she wants, will go after that. So I'm not understanding the rudeness. I'm really not. And it was just so disgusting. It was so vile, and it was really unnecessary. Like, you can get your point across without having to insult the woman. And she also said it. She says that my mental health is not strong enough to deal with all of this, and I understand why she said that, because just imagine you posting your partner online, and then someone attacks you for dating someone. Like, I actually think a lot of these accounts are actually Russian bots behind these accounts. What they do is they steal pictures of black women, or they hide behind a picture of a black celebrity, and then they say all this vitriol to black women, and you think it's black people behind it. Sometimes it is the real self-hating black people. Sometimes it is them behind the accounts, and other times it's actually not. Other times it's actually Russian bots who develop these accounts so that they can spread their racism all around the place. A lot of these accounts have actually been exposed for it actually being white people behind it. Now, there was this one famous one last year where they thought it was a black guy behind that account, but actually it was a black guy who had his photo stolen, and it was a fat white man behind the account. Do some serious digging if you want to find out who's actually behind this account, because a lot of them do hide. This main woman, girl Goldenede, she changes her name every few months. Some of her accounts have actually been suspended. She has multiple accounts. She keeps coming back. These are some of the key indicators that it may not actually be a black person behind the account. Keeps changing the name, keeps changing the account, gets suspended, keeps coming back and spreading this vitriol. And they have their little cult. They have the little cult following that also, even if it is black women behind those accounts, they seem to have a reason. They seem to not have a mind of their own. It's just ridiculous at this point, because Duckie wasn't bothering anybody, so I don't understand why people came at her like that. Like, do you not have anything better to do? Why is someone else's relationship your business? The truth of the matter is, a lot of us who were defending the situation yesterday weren't actually really defending Duckie's boyfriend like that, even though we felt he should be left alone. We was mainly defending Duckie because she has a right to date who she wants to date. At the end of the day, it's her business. If you don't know what her boyfriend does, you don't have the right to tell her that she's dating down. Now, you know what? One thing that really bothers me is a lot of these women consider, dating white men or dating Asian men as dating up. And you know what's funny to me? Maybe if you're in these relationships with these white men, instead of projecting your failures and your insecurities on Duckie, then maybe you should be a lot better. I am sorry that you was not able to bounce on a white man's dick. I am so sorry, but what the hell does that have to do with Duckie? Anyway, this is the end of this video because I do not want to continue on for far too long. But basically, yeah, that's the video done. As I said in my previous video, please let me know your thoughts down below, because it's not on. You have a right to criticize, sure, but it was the level of hatred that was shown towards Duckie and her man, which was, I do not agree with. Like, you can criticize, you can just simply say something like, oh, I don't feel like he's good enough for her, and leave it at that. But at the end of the day, her relationship is her business. If she feels that that guy is the guy for her, then at the end of the day, that is her. I mean, the guy's a good looking man. I'm not going to show him in the video, but the guy's a good looking man. So personally, I don't see what's wrong. All right, bye.